Vegas.
The good old days, the honest man, the restless heart, the promised land, the subtle kiss no one sees, the broken wrist and a picture piece. Well, I don't mind if you don't mind, 'cause I don't shine if you don't shine. Before you go, can you read my mind? Funny how you just break down. You waiting on some sign. I pull up to the front of your driveway with magic soaking my spine. Can you read my mind? Spinning like the gravitron when I was just a kid. I trunk when I was just a kid. I always thought that things would change, but on the corner of Main Street, just trying to keep it in old days. The honest man, the restless heart, the promised land, a subtle. They've incorporated so much more now, I think, with the swimming pools. And I'm also a big fan of the mountains. And people don't know a lot about Mount Charleston, which is only 35 minutes from the Strip. And it's a place you can go cool off, and I go there and hike all the time. Yeah, I love playing in Las Vegas. We grew up, we started out, the Killers started there about 12 or 13 years ago playing in, very small bars, and wherever anybody would let us play, we would play. And then we graduated to, clubs and then onto arenas and things like that. But I love playing all sorts of venues. I love going to the House of Blues. I love the Mandalay Bay Event Center. I have a few experiences that are very particular to Las Vegas. The gym that I go to has a chain hanging from the ceiling that used to contain a speed bag, but Mike Tyson knocked it off of the chain and they never replaced it. Or you could be driving down a particular street like Flamingo, and you could be at the corner of Flamingo and Pecos and look to your left, and Wayne Newton will be pulled up next to you. And so those are pretty Las Vegas experiences. I think it's had a pretty profound effect on the Killers' music and my solo music. I'm so close to it, so it's hard for me to really put my finger on it. But when I step away from it, or I've had time to live with it, I really start to recognize, maybe it's the glitz of it sometimes, or maybe it's there. Sometimes we even have country flourishes, and people don't realize that about Las Vegas. There's a real, still Wild West element, and I think that that's crept its way up into our songs as well. I used to be a busboy at Spago and Caesar's Palace, and I would always recommend that. I think the Forum Shops are still the sort of the quintessential Vegas experience for me. I love Caesar's Palace. One of my most memorable performances would be I sort of admire U2, and I've never been quiet about that. And they were playing at the MGM Grand, and I got to go up and do a song called In a Little While, which is one of my favorite U2 songs, and I got to perform it with the guys, and I think that would be sort of the top of the list for me for Vegas performances. The DJs are on the billboards, and then the other rock stars are the chefs that have so many great restaurants. And so you really can't find enough time to eat at all the restaurants, but there really are a lot of great restaurants. I think one of the great things about people having Vegas residencies, it's nice that I'm there because I live there, but seeing a lot of these great performers. So I loved Elton John's first show, which was called The Red Piano, and now it's the $1,000,000 Piano. And I mean, there's kind of nobody better than him, and the output that he has given us is just incredible. What happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas, except the killers. Happy Vegas season.
Summer's a great time to visit Las Vegas because, just like all year, there's so much to do. The weather's great, the pools are great, the pool culture with the DJs, and not to mention all the entertainment acts that come through during the summer. It's just a great place to hang out and relax and recharge or get wild. My favorite only in Vegas memory, well, I mean, it has to do with just the opening of Sage and being on such a huge stage with the property of Aria open, everything opening at the exact same moment, and that was pretty amazing and really, it's hard to duplicate. My favorite go-to spots when friends and family come to visit, I love to mix it up, hit the Strip a little bit, see the fountains at Bellagio, see Old Downtown, which is always nice to show people that have never really seen Old Vegas. Any of the shows are great, but also getting off the Strip, heading out to Red Rock, maybe the Nature Preserve. One thing that most people would be really surprised is how many great chefs are located in Vegas and call Vegas home. And great cuisine, really diverse, and extremely tasty. Some of my favorite restaurants, other than my own of course, are Raku, which is a great Japanese place off the Strip, on the Strip. I love Carnivino for steak. I also love John George for steak. Julian Serrano has a great new place, Lago, right overlooking the Bellagio fountains, which is fabulous. My favorite part about being a chef in Las Vegas is how much I get to connect with so many, not only national but international chefs, and it really is a small town community of really great talent. Happy Vegas season. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.